there's been a push in the NBA for, I don't know, 7, 8 years. What we should do is have fewer games. Don't have back-to-backs. There's too much travel. Quality of the product's not great. We should have fewer games. Major League Baseball used to have 154. They have 162. There's been years in which there's been talk of, what we need to do is we've had the contraction fewer teams and we've had the fewer games thing. Okay. And if you'll notice, the NFL, which is the healthiest, they're fighting on more games, but they end up always getting them, right? There was a long fight over Game 17, but they got it. And now there's a fight over Game 18, but they're going to get it because the NFL makes money every time they play a football game, and everybody likes to make money. And there's a lot of reasons why NBA games, why Major League Baseball games won't be contracted, but for the most part, there's just one reason. That reason is money. And I do think that there are people who don't understand, even people in power who don't understand exactly what is valuable about your sport. Right? The brilliance of the NFL is not just increasing regular season games, they've increased playoff games. Those are the most watched, those are the most important, and those are the ones which you can print money by just simply putting out there, which they have. Right? They want to negotiate ESPN a new deal on ESPN to keep paying through the nose for Monday Night Football. Hey, we'll throw in a wild card football game. It's a game that you never had, we never had before. You're going to get 25 million people or so watching. Again, the value is remarkable. So I bring this to the NCAA tournament in college basketball, where everyone says, it's perfect. Why expand? Then there's a story out today where some people, some TV executives think there's not that much value in it. Right? That you're talking about early first-round games, not much more value. Yeah, it doesn't do much, won't be much more money made by the NCAA. So here's the response. The first thing is, I need you to listen to me really, really carefully. I told you a long time ago that LeBron James wasn't leaving L.A. I told you, matter of fact, before he signed in L.A., that of any of the teams that he was considering, he will never play in San Antonio because San Antonio, back when Greg Popovich was the coach, and they'll still have this mantra, it was get over yourself. LeBron James is a great player, one of the all-time greatest players, not just in his sport, in any sport to play. But there's one thing that he's not. It's over himself. I told you it would not happen. It's not even part of the consideration. Just like I told you this year, I don't care what Rich Paul says. He wasn't considering doing anything other than come back for the Lakers. The only issue now is, how is LeBron James going to hang around for Bronny's rookie year, make them draft Bronny, not make him draft Bryce? All right, but let's not get a year out for me predicting and telling you that he's going to stay. His last year with the Lakers is going to be next year when they draft Bryce James. Then he'll have both his sons with him on the floor at the same time. And as ridiculous as it is, you got to put on a 95% chance of it happening, right? Guy wants to be the perfect father. Can't be the perfect father if you play favorites and only hang around for Bronny when you clearly could hang out for Bryce. That's not playing favorites. Anyway, I told you LeBron wasn't retiring. I told you he wasn't going to San Antonio. I told you he wasn't going anywhere else. I'm telling you now, Major League Baseball and the NBA are not contracting games because all those sites, all those arenas, they have a certain number of dates which are part of the lease agreement. Everybody makes money on it. And unless athletes and coaches and front office are going to take less money from less profit, they're not going to ever contract the games ever. And my guess is with the NCAA, they will only do this if it opens up their TV window for negotiating. Because people are right. Like there is some value to it. But if those are first 4 games, what's really the value? The value in the NCAA tournament is the 64-team bracket. That's what everybody bets on. That's what everybody gambles on. Everybody turns in. That's where your grandma has just as good a shot as you do of winning a set of steak knives. And if you expand to 72, 76, you can still be cute and make those play-in games. But if you make those play-in games, you're still only going to get a couple million viewers, and you're talking about expanding from 68 to 72 is 2 more basketball games. That's it, 2 more basketball games. To 76, it's 4 more basketball games. So does it have value? Sure. Is it untold millions of dollars? Yeah. So the prediction is this, Ryan Bershinger, is this, Sam? Is this Isaac Lowenkron? 1, there is 0 chance they're not going to expand. 0. And you're like, why would they expand? Why would they try? Because they can make more money. And right now, no matter what you think, everybody needs more money. Because now you got to pay the players. And all the calculations are screwed up. Because previously you planned for, hey, the men's basketball takes this, football takes this, everybody else gets this, coaches get this, this is what we do for scholarships, this is what we do for this. Now all of a sudden you're talking from, a couple $100,000 at our level to 10 to 20 million at the highest level. That money all comes from one pot, basically. And the only way to increase that pot is to find valuable assets. And the only valuable asset the NCAA has in basketball is the tournament. The problem is, unless it triggers a completely new round of negotiations for their TV rights, it just doesn't have that much value. And if they do it, despite the fact it doesn't have that much value and they only increase it by, 10 million, they're making $1 billion a year. It's $1 billion deal, whatever. Unless it increases at a huge rate because they can open it up to open bidders, doesn't have a lot of value. It just does not. And if that's the case, then you know that there is desperation in the streets to get any possible last dollar. That's when you're basically going to a pawn shop and just give me what you can. I'll take whatever you can give me. I just need some money here. So either TV becomes a pawn shop for college basketball and college sports because it's all kind of wrapped together, not college football. Or what I think is more likely is there's some sort of clause where they can reopen negotiations if they get to more games. And that's the only way they can get to negotiations. Either way, I get it. I love the 64-team bracket. I'm all for it. But I also understand that everything costs more money. And the only way to make more money is to sell the most valuable thing you have. And that's the NCAA tournament.